Good morning, students. In class 6, subject History Civics, lesson 10, the modern administration. Before going on leave in offline classes, lesson 10 was going on the modern administration. In this lesson, most of the topic were covered and only two topics were left we have to cover. That is the source of economy and decline of the modern empire. But before discussing the remaining topic, we will just try to regain again the topics that were covered. Firstly, in the modern administration, first topic was sources. Everybody know there were two types of source for the information about the modern empire. First was the literary source, and second, addiction of Ashoka on rock and pillars. Literary source. In literary source, there were two types of literary source. First, given by the Chanakya, that is Arthashastra, and secondly, the Indica, that is written by the Megasthenes. Already we know Chanakya was the prime minister of Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of Mauryan dynasty, and with the help and with the advice of Chanakya, Chandragupta could got success to overthrow the last Nanda dynasty's ruler, who was Dhanananda, and could establish the Mauryan Empire. Arthashastra is the ruling technique of the Mauryan Empire, and Megasthenes was the representative of Seleucus, and Seleucus was the general of Alexander. So already in earlier lesson we have discussed about the Alexander who invaded India, and when he was returning to his own country, he handed over his conquered territory to his generals like Seleucus. After passing some time, there was a war between the Seleucus and Chandragupta. Chandragupta defeated the Seleucus, and after the war, Seleucus handed over his daughter Helena to Chandragupta for marriage. And after the marriage, Megasthenes also came with the Helena in Mauryan Empire, and he stayed so many years and moved various places. And what he observed, he wrote in his book Indica. These were the literary source, and after the addiction of pillar by Ashoka, we could know about the Mauryan Empire. That was the sources, administration, how the Mauryan Empire used to govern their country, used to govern their empire. And another topic, that is the Patliputra. Patliputra is the capital city of Mauryan Empire, Magdha. And after that, we learn about the Mauryan art. Now we are coming to the remains topic that were not covered before going on leave. The first topic is Mauryan economy. So we will know what was the economy, what was the economical source of Mauryan Empire during their time of reign. The Mauryan rulers had unified the country and brought peace and stability. This favorable condition promoted the growth of the economy, and the empire rich and prosperous. The Mauryan Empire, those who ruled the Mauryan Empire, they united all the territories that were fragmented in various parts of the northern India. Firstly, they unite the territory, and they provide the various facility to their people, and by giving the facility, people could got success to produce large number of product, large number of agriculture products, or they started to become the happy and prosperous. Another thing, the agriculture was the main source of Mauryan Empire, and the taxes levied from the peasants was the source of the treasury of Mauryan Empire. Agriculture was the main occupation of the people. Farmers were encouraged to bring more land under the cultivation, and farmers given the facility, and farmers given the encouragement to develop their agriculture facility so that they could grow the most of the product. Irrigation facility also were provided by the empire. Land revenue collected from the farmers, land revenue collected by the peasants was the main source of the income of the empire. Other economic activity include, and there were so many other activity were carried out in the empire except the farming, that were the mining, forestry, and carpentry. Poetry and masonry were also carried out in the Mauryan Empire, and it is also revealed that there was a trade relation with the Sri Lanka and Egypt in Mauryan Empire, and trade link was connected with the road and sea route. Taxes were also collected from the people who work in the mines, and those who were working in the mines also, they have to pay the tax. And all the taxes collected by the people, all the taxes collected by the mines worker, were used to support the large army and used to support the development of infrastructure of the empire. Also, they started to construct the road with the help of taxes. The last and final point that is in the Mauryan region, that is the decline of the Mauryan Empire. What was the reason behind why Mauryan so developed was decline? First thing, Ashoka's death in the 232 BC, when the great empire of the Ashoka. Already we discussed about the Ashoka. Ashoka was the son of Bindusara, and Bindusara was the son of Chandragupta Maurya. And complete in Mauryan Empire, Ashoka was the top most important. Why? He was the only one ruler who could control the 16 Mahajanpada at one time. So after the death of Ashoka in 232 BC, marked the beginning of the decline of the Mauryan Empire. When Ashoka died, that was the starting time for the declining of Mauryan Empire. Instead of death of Ashoka, so many other reasons were there behind the decline of Mauryan Empire. First, Ashoka's success were weak and inefficient. The first and most important point why the Mauryan Empire was declined, those who came after the Ashoka to rule the empire, they were not capable, they were inefficient. The second thing, the empire was too vast. The Mauryan Empire was too vast. It was spread by the Ashoka so many areas in India, and that was not easy to control from the single and central place like Patliputra, like Magadha. In the absence of the strong central, while Ashoka died, those who came after the Ashoka, they were not strong, they were not capable, they were not efficient. So other provinces, those who were far from the empire, those who were far from the capital city of Patliputra, they started to declare themselves as independent rulers. That was also the reason why Mauryan Empire declined one by one. And last, the expenses of maintaining a large army. Mauryan Empire has a large army, so it was not easy to maintain the large army. To maintaining the large army, there was a need of huge amount, and that was also the reason why Mauryan Empire declined. Or finally, the last ruler of Mauryan Empire, who was Brihadrath, and Brihadrath was killed by the Pushyamitra Shunga, and Pushyamitra Shunga established the Shunga dynasty in Magadha, and he was also the founder of Shunga dynasty. Thus ended a lot, and finally Mauryan Empire came to at the last position and declined. That was a glorious and important empire in our ancient history. That is the end of this lesson, and in another class we will discuss about the another lesson, that is the Gupta Empire, in lesson 11. Have a nice day. Thank you.